Do you feel like you've been priced out of owning a home and that kind of financial security that comes with owning a home due to these increasing prices and rising interest rates? Today I'm going to give you 3 very valuable home buying strategies to take some of that stress off and hopefully give you a few things to think about as you move forward with your home buying plans. You're definitely going to want to stick around for the number 1 strategy. It could actually save you thousands of dollars when you're entering into contract with your new home. So let's jump in. What do you really need? This tip is mainly for first-time home buyers or home buyers with small families. Do you really need all 4 bedrooms, a gated community, and a private pool? And notice I said need, not want. Can you consider a home that needs a little bit of updating? And I'm not talking about major items like a roof or AC or a total rehab here, but a home that may be ideal in every aspect, but maybe needs some cosmetic items that could be done in time. Looking for a slightly smaller home or a home that meets your essential needs, instead of one that has everything on your list, will allow you to find a property that will work and for a much more affordable price. Many more doors will be open for you simply by having an open mind and rethinking your needs list. Reschedule major renovations and put your DIY cap on. This tip kind of ties into number 3. A few years ago, a good solution to financing your renovation or your rehab plans is to roll that money back into your mortgage at the time of purchase. This is not the best idea, at least in 2023. Instead, consider seeing where you could save money by either putting some of those renovations off for a little bit or doing the minor repairs yourself, like replacing your kitchen or bathroom faucets or painting your kitchen cabinets, for example. When considering a particular home, ask yourself this one question. Are the major renovations really something that you need to do right now? As long as those items aren't causing any structural issues and you could wait a few years, you'll then build up equity that you can then use to pay for those updates. After a few years in the home and out of necessity, your homeowner skills are going to improve a lot. Save even more money. Do the work yourself. So far, we've only talked about long-range goals, but I'm going to tell you what you can do to ease some of that stress and anxiety when you may be worrying about those higher interest rates and the higher amount of money that you may need to close on your new home. The number 1 home buying strategy in 2023 will be to obtain a rate buy-down. For most home buyers these days, the higher monthly mortgage payments and the cost of interest is a major sticking point. A rate buy-down might be right for you. Firstly, let me tell you what a rate buy-down is. And oh, by the way, buy-downs are not free, but that does not mean you have to pay to obtain a rate buy-down. A mortgage rate buy-down is an option from a lender to lower the borrower's interest rate for a specific amount of time. In the past, the most common way to get a mortgage rate buy-down is through points, which are essentially fees that you pay up front in exchange for a lower interest rate over time. Even though you're spending more up front, the amount spent over the life of the loan will be less because you're locking in a lower interest rate. Now, I know what you're thinking. Stay with me. You might be thinking, okay, well, that sounds really great, but I've really stretched to save my down payment and my closing cost. To come up with an extra several $1,000s to do this is not in the cards for us. I get it. I hear that more often than what you know. That's where the number 1 home buying strategy comes into play. When we find your ideal home and we submit a contractual purchase offer, we can ask the seller to contribute and assist with those rate buy-down costs. It is very common for a buyer to ask the seller to contribute towards their closing cost. This is the exact same thing, just a different allocation of this assistance. Just make sure that you have a seasoned realtor experience in knowing how to write this into your purchase contract. I hope you found these 3 home buying strategies helpful. And if you did, let's connect. I would love to help guide you on the path to home ownership without that stress and anxiety some of you may be experiencing in today's market. It does not have to be this way. I'm Lisa Kelly, Lakeland Homes and Lifestyles with Premier Realty. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.